Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of Dank Web Browsing. According to our episodes, it's at 105, ladies and gentlemen. This is a series where we sit back, relax, take a look at the side of the internet, sold to dank for regular viewing, kind of recording in the daytime a little bit, not Sunday for me. Kind of a few days off for me, really. Nobody seems to be fighting outside, dude. Some crazy shit going on. But hopefully I can provide with you another chill episode to sit back, relax, and have a lovely Sunday on. That being said, we're going to get this awkward intro out of the way and go to our very first website. Alright, so here we have the Flat Earth Bible, copyrighted 1987-1995 by Robert J. Shadewald. Shadewald? Probably fucked that up, dude. I always realize that when it comes to the morning, I think I'm slightly more chilled out. I'm always more chilled out now. Anyway, let's go into this. When I first became interested in the flat earthers in the early 1970s, I was surprised. Oh, dude, this flat earth shit has been running on since that long? Holy fuck. Well, guess I was new to the fucking flat earth meme, right? Surprised to learn that flat earthism is the English-speaking word and always has been entirely based upon the Bible. The Bible. I have once assembled, please don't turn this into a religious scientific war in the comment section below. This is not representative of what I think, alright? I'm a fucking retard. I don't really think of this shit real well, alright? So let's calm down. I have since assembled and read an extensive collection of flat earth literature. The biblical arguments for flat earthism that follow come mainly from my reading of flat earth literature, augmented by my own reading of the Bible. Except amongst biblical errantists, it is generally agreed that the Bible describes an immovable earth. At the 1984 National Bible Science Conference in Cleveland, I did not know that was a thing. I didn't know there was like this fucking singularity between religion and science that happened in fucking Cleveland of all places, right? But hey, you learn something new every day, right? Geocentric James N. Hansen told me that there are hundreds of scriptures that suggest the earth is immovable. I suspect some must be a bit vague, but here are some obvious texts. Okay, first is Chronicles 16:30. He has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalm 93:1, Thou hast fixed the earth immovable and firm. Psalm 96:10, He has fixed the earth firm immovable. Psalm 104:5, Thou didst fix the earth on its foundation so that it can never be shaken. Isaiah 45:18, Who made the earth and fashioned it, and himself fixed it fast. I don't know how the last one really fucking tells you that it's flat earth. Like, immovable and flat are like different things, dude. I mean, globes are also immovable, right? You don't typically, motherfucker, what? What? Globes can also be movable. How does this make sure that it's flat? All right, let's go into this. Maybe I read ahead. I should have read ahead. Suffice to say, the earth envisioned by flat earthers is as immovable as any geocentrist could desire. Most, perhaps all, scriptures commonly cited by geocentrists have been cited by flat earthers. A flat earth view is geocentricity with further restrictions. Like geocentrists, flat earth advocates often give long lists of texts. Samuel Burley Robotham, founder of the modern flat earth movement, cited 76 scriptures in the last chapter of his monumental second edition of Earth, Not a Globe. You know, I wish I had a whole fucking, Ty Lopez bookshelf case in my fucking garage where I just had, like, flat earth books, like 9/11 shit, like 7/11, like, Illuminati, like Black Goo, fucking, what other conspiracies are out there? Lizard, Squad, Reptilians, like, oh man, dude. And then I could just bring somebody in and be like, this is my fucking tinfoil hat bookshelf, and see how fast it takes for them to, like, run out of my house. That would be fucking great. Anyways. So basically what he's got over here is that these 5 things prove the earth is, like, immovable and firm. Look, I'm going to say it again. I don't think it's ever fucking proved that the earth is flat from this, but hey, by all means. Then he's talking about the order of creation with Hebrew cosmology, the vault of heaven. All right, what the fuck? What is a vault of heaven going on around here? Now we're bringing heaven into this, man. Heaven ain't even on earth, dude. What are we going on here with? What? The shape of the earth. Okay, disregarding the dome. The essential flatness of the earth's surface is required by verses like Daniel 4:10-11. In Daniel, the king saw a tree of great height at the center of the earth, reaching with its top to the sky, invisible to the earth's farthest bound. If the earth was flat, a sufficiently tall tree would be visible to earth's flattest bounds, but it is impossible on a spherical earth. Likewise, I'm describing the temptation of Jesus by Satan. Matthew 4:8 says, once again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, cosmos, in their glory. You know, I'm not here to dog anything, but I'm just saying, back then, I don't think a lot of people knew that they had multiple continents or any of that shit. You know what I mean? I think back then people were a little people were a little different back in the day, okay? Things weren't like they were in 2017. It was a much simpler time. When are we going? What the hell is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is this Sandy Cheeks globe shit? Fuck. Alright, let's go in. First Enoch introduced Matthew, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, and several other New Testament books. The punishment of the fallen angel is described in 2 Peter's comes directly from 1 Enoch. This does much of the imagery or even wording in Revelation. The Epistle of Jude contains the most dramatic evidence of an influence which castigates enemies of religion as follows. Alright, look. Now we're getting into some fucking weird-ass shit at this point, okay? Bob, this is what I don't get, alright? Look, I find this flat earth shit, and it's like one of many conspiracy things that you'll find on this shit. But at the same time, like, holy fuck, does it melt my mind wondering, like, the connections. Like, you know what they say, like, shots in the dark? Like, this is it, dude. This is the shots in the dark, man. Like, shots are pew, 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 firing off, dude. I swear. Sometimes I sit there wondering to myself, why? But, you know, at the same time, I'm glad I read these, because sometimes I need my fucking good ass. What time is it? 6 in the morning lulls. Let's go to something else, dude. So here's an article, actually. Now, this is adult, like, child pornography related, jailbait, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if there's a difference when it comes to it, but the reason I'm showing this to you guys is because typically I have a rule when it comes to deep web series. If I can find this stuff in a couple minutes, I'll show it to you. Now, this isn't exactly a website. You can go to the website, and the website's actually not even on the deep web, as you can tell by the URL, which actually I'll probably have it censored. The thing with this is that this URL is available on the clear web. It's a .co URL, which means you don't need Tor to access. Not onionized, it's nothing like that. Currently, it is online. You can test these URLs from third-party sites and see if that they are pingable, and it is currently online. You can access the website. Now, apparently, Mr. Vine is a fairly infamous... Fucking Vine, dude. That's that old-ass social network shit right there, dude. Mr. Vine is a fairly infamous and most popular jailbait forum dedicated to the sharing of teens broadcasting themselves in sexually explicit ways on the likes of YouNow, Snapchat, Omegle, Periscope, etc. Although taglined as a jailbait site, many of the videos shared are clearly under the age of 13. It's fucked up. Leaving the legality of the site in question. Nearly all of the download links require premium memberships. Although they do accept anonymous payments such as Bitcoin, the site is currently located at Mr. Vine, and, there's a website. Again, we don't condone it. I'm not sharing the fucking links at all. Legality. Due to the content shared on the site, the legality of the site could vary by nation. Therefore, it is advised not to visit the site without the protection of Tor or a virtual private connection. Network, sorry. It is unknown how Mr. Vine continues to operate without law enforcement pressure. One possibility is that the site is located in a non-industrialized African nation of Seychelles, which has not signed an MLAT treaty with the United States, nor has any laws regarding child pornography. For those of you who don't remember, Seychelles was it was where the it was where the mother base was, Diamond Dogs in Metal Gear Solid 5. But I don't actually know much about Seychelles, actually. Let me fucking look it up real quick. I don't have any clue about what the fuck Seychelles could really be. So I'm gonna do something for you real quick. We're gonna learn some fucking geography right now today. But basically, popular posts, without doubt, the most popular post on the site was a user named Espartan, shortened as ESP, even garnering his own series on several Onion sites. He is presumed compromised in a recent Spanish crackdown on the popular app WhatsApp. Although this is not confirmed. Now over here, Mr. Vine has like sister sites that you can go to. As far as I know, jailbait is a totally illegal thing. All right, there's a weird legality to it because as far as I know, the category that it is, it's not like porn, but it's like softcore porn, but it's still fucking weird because it involves underage children. So typically dealing with the site, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like hosting of child pornography. The only reason that it would make sense is because the site, because the site is located, I don't know if it is or it isn't from the way the article is written, but if it is located in the Seychelles, which I brought the Wikipedia page for up over here, right? Seychelles is the Republic of Seychelles, all right, is an archipelago and the country in the Indian Ocean. The 115 island country, whose capital is Victoria, lies 1,500 kilometers east of the mainland East Africa. All right, now over here, as far as I can see, this is currently, if I can just figure it the fuck out. I mean, they're a full-on country. They don't seem to have any laws regarding that kind of shit. As far as MLAT treaties go, I can't really figure it out from here. But say, for example, you do host something over here, as a lot of people wonder why the sites are up. Wouldn't the FBI stop them? The thing is, the FBI can stop sites if it's in U.S. jurisdiction. As soon as you leave jurisdiction of the United States and you enter countries like, Russia, China, fucking Thailand or whatever other countries you can, what the U.S. can do is, I believe they can stop access from U.S. citizens getting over there, but it's not like that's going to work because you can use VPNs and Tor relays to get there. You can track, who's accessing certain sites for sure, but you can't take down those sites in particular. Those sites are run in other parts of the world where the U.S. can't do it. It would just be violating another country's sovereignty. And so that's why Mr. Vine, as a forum, continues to run. Now, as far as I know, this forum itself, I think it has a few thousand people currently active on it. So it's not like some of the other pornographic websites we've seen where they had like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people accessing them. A lot of those sites don't really seem to exist anymore too, which leads me to believe that they were just buffed up by, federal bureaus as honeypots. So over here, this one, because of its low number of users on it, and because it has been around for a long time, and typically the articles that the Uncensored Hidden Wiki really reads about this kind of stuff generally proves out to be more so true than it is false. I can go as far as to say that this is existing of that kind of shit. And should you be going to it? No, because nobody should really be seeing underage children doing some really, things on websites, that they do, because it is true. Like, kids nowadays, they have access to this Periscope, Snapchat, Instagram shit. Everything as a live streaming platform, videos. I mean, kids are more exposed than ever, and these sites, they record that shit, and they fucking share it, dude. But regardless, let's back out of this, go to something a little more lighthearted, I guess you could say. Rule aside, let's go see something interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Deep Web video of the week. We've got the number 8 on our screen. It's about 1 minute and a second long, and there's an interesting tale that goes along with this video itself entirely. So I'm going to leave those obviously to the end. We're going to watch the video first and give all the analysis afterwards. Yeah, let me just move this out of the way. So it said incoming transmission. You got this number 8 that's going like all apeshit. It's going through some After Effects filters. We're about like 17 seconds in. Video output limited, subtitles yes. Hashtag F cubed. What the hell was that? We're going to sort of analyze as we watch this, ladies and gentlemen. You've got these set of symbols. You got some nice webbings going for you. And you got this, like, well, what the fuck? People controlled by television? Is that what we're going with? Then they've got a bunch of other stuff going for it. What is it over here? It peaks S. And it says in the beginning, lost all importance. And it's got a bunch of numbers. We're going to actually watch the video and I'll look through the important parts. We're down to all your morals, all your prior teachings. Simply overlook jets flying around. Something that popped up over there. Bunch of text. You got the date always changing up there. You've got a swastika. 1, 2, what am I going to do? 3, 4, lock them behind the door. 5, 6, destroy their wits. 7, 8, all on the state. Farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have a lovely art project being given to us. Alright. And I'm going to go just generally look around. We have this, if we look around real carefully, the number 8 keeps popping up, obviously distorted this time. Yeah, what seems to be somebody heavily distorted behind something. some filter. And then over here you have Webdings and the swastika going for you. And as you go through, it basically reads you out with farewell. I'm going to keep on going through more and more and see just what else it covers. You have people holding flags up right down there. The jets keep flying around, and that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is all that offers. Now, what was the story that I was telling you at the beginning of the stuff? Is that I've actually been sent to this by, I believe, to be the original fucking creator, and they're on YouTube. Now, if I can just find the Instagram name, primarily, if I can look really carefully. Yeah, so here I have it right over here. I'll copy all of my I'll put my fucking screenshot on the video over here. But basically, by Non-Versate and Non-Versat, I got this YouTube channel linked to me. They're apparently from the 8th dimension. They have a whole Twitter you can actually follow around. Now, the only reason I'm covering this is because this stuff was re-uploaded, obviously. So I don't know if it was by them or if it was by somebody else. But they do have a YouTube following, it seems to go. And it seems like they have an ARG series going for it. Am I intrigued? Not really. ARGs typically don't, fucking finger my asshole as much as they used to. Typically because I've seen a lot of them anyways. So as far as the story going on over here, I believe this is actually the entire video. Nothing has been cut or removed from it. But as far as the ARG they're going for, number 8, I don't really like it when I know that it's actually an ARG and it's confirmed and it's running by somebody, because that sort of takes the fun away from it. Just because there's nothing really mysterious and spooky behind it. I think it's just more of a game being played. But, as always, the fun part about this is solving the puzzle behind it. So, while we do have this video over here where it's in the beginning, lost all importance, renounced all the morals, I don't think it's run by some secret terror group involved in satanic practices. I think it's just something for goofs. Of course, the quality of the video is actually very well produced. Let me know what you think about it, what the answer could be. I don't know if I have any more updates on this entire ARG itself. I'll probably have to check. But for now, it seems like their initial upload is well and alive on this website. So let me know what you think about it. I'm going to back out of this, hit up something else. There's not really much more for me to analyze than it is for really the community. So, again, let me know what you think about it. Let's back out of this website, or, sorry, video. Oh boy, how 9/11 was done. You know when you fucking start off a video with like black goo or any of that fucking flat earth shit, you're gonna get that 9/11 motherfucker. Now, I love 9/11 conspiracy theories because I theorize in my entire lifetime they will never fucking go away. We will always, as a species, be interested about how these two towers fell. And why shouldn't we be, right? Because at the end of the day, right, like the stuff around it can be pretty fucking hazy. But let's read into what 9/11 was and how it was done. Written during November-December 2008 as a result of discussions on Dutch and American internet forums. So this is a collaboration of the Americans and the Dutch. Let's read into it, all right? So prologue. What the fuck is this? A goddamn storyline? Fucking love it, dude. Read the following 2 screens of text to learn what happened in 9/11. 9/11 was a master plot concocted by a handful. We got to spend handful, right? You know what I mean? Spell it. Can't even pronounce right. What the fuck am I doing? Of Israelis and dual passport Americans, and carried out by the resources of the Mossad. For those of you who don't know who the Mossad is, think of it like the Israeli Central Intelligence Agency. They are actually one of the best intelligence agencies on the planet. They're up there with the CIA, they're up there with the ISI, they're up there with like, I think the Chinese also have a really fucking good one too, but I can't seem to get their name on track, FSB, things like that. They're one of the top intelligence agencies on the planet, right? But when it comes down to these people, they got that fucking, premium shit going for it. Ain't no fucking, it ain't no pussy shit. Larry Silverstein leases a nearly worthless dinosaur WTC building complex. Worthless due to the asbestos the buildings were stuffed with and needed to be cleaned up, for which the cost of may have rivaled the value of the buildings itself. Oh, so they had so much asbestos in the towers that apparently to clean that shit up it would cost the value of the building themselves. I kind of would debate that. Like, is that really true? Like, these buildings gotta fucking cost a shit ton, but then again, I don't own 2 fucking twin towers or anything, so what the fuck, dude? Make sure it is overinsured against terrorist attacks and hires an Israeli security firm. From that moment on the coast to clear to let a team of demolitions expert from the Israeli army led by Pierre Sagalovitz into the WTC buildings, these charges plus detonators have been prepared at the premises of the Urban Moving Systems Company, a Mossad front. During the weeks before 9/11, these prep charges were loaded into vans driven into the basements of WTC twin floors, while charges were being attached to the columns as displayed in this video from 22 afterwards. Alright, let's see the video. It's on YouTube. Fuck, man, I can't access YouTube? Dude, I'm trying to uncover reality. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. So what is it? What was the fucking time? It was 22 onwards. Alright, let's see 22 onwards. Alright, well, gotta deal with it in fucking 144p. Alright, let's fucking see this shit. I'm on the whole fence about the inside job, dude. I'm gonna back out of that. That's enough of the, it's enough of YouTube videos. Detonators of these charges were radiographic controlled and finally detonated from WTC-7 on the day of 9/11. Fast backward. That's fucking new. I'd never heard of that. Hamburg 54, Marion Strasse, July 2022, 40, Mohammed Atta, Al-Shehi, and Jara, who were later blamed for being the pilots of Flight 11, 175, and 93, respectively, who share their apartment, hear the ringing of a doorbell. Blah, blah, blah. They got all this shit going around. And it seems like the fucking Israelis had this whole thing planned out. Now, I heard about this conspiracy theory before, to be honest. If you ever seen, like, the video, because if you ever followed, like, conspiracy, I used to follow, like, conspiracies a lot back when I was a fucking younger dude. They had this, like, video called, I think it was the Dancing Israelis or something like that, and it was, like, people who were, like dancing. Like, they had the, like, camera pointed at the Twin Towers. They were, like, fucking celebrating the fall of the towers. I believe that thing got buried, but I don't think it has much to do with what actually happened. I think it still was a, extremist terrorist attack. Whatever, man. I don't fucking know, dude. What happened to the morning of 9/11 was that after the Israeli stand-ins were captured on camera, they left the airport via a side entrance and the show could begin. Okay. Minutes after the plane became airborne, somebody somehow was able to send a signal to the planes, causing their control panels to be disabled and the flight destination altered. What happened was that an anti-hijack system was activated, code word home run, and the regular pilot was put out of control. These pilots will probably have tried frenetically to regain control of his aircraft. It is not very likely that he will have told his passengers about the new situation, since that would only cause panic. The passengers probably suspected nothing and hence had no reason to make any phone calls to their relatives, which weren't possible anyways. Really? I thought back then they still had, like, calls that you could make through... Oh, it probably got jammed and shit. And while the 9/11 passengers unsuspecting travel towards their imminent deaths, on the ground from the war room, Israeli agents carry out phone calls to relatives of the passengers who were still in the air using voice morphing technology and caller ID spoofing. Voice morphing technology. And thus planted the Arabs did it deception in the public consciousness. The sound samples necessary to carry out the fake telephone calls have been obtained via the Israeli infiltration of American telephone networks by Israeli firms like Amdocs and Verint. By the times that the passengers were puzzled as they disentered the New York skyline, it was too late. See, like, I'm gonna fucking skim through most of it because you can tell this is like this is a long motherfucking piece. Like, the people behind this have a lot of fucking, like, they put a lot of effort into it. If you can even see over here, they've got, like, implausible about the official story. So they have, like, two different camps of it, like two different conspiracy theory religions. They have the Arab conspiracy theory, the ACT, versus the Israeli conspiracy theory, ICT. Motherfucker. But, like, basically what they've got is they look really hardcore into this. Now, I think out of all the things, this might actually be the most in-depth I've ever seen about 9/11 because they got a shit ton of photos, they got a shit ton of proofs to match up for it. But then again, at the end of the day, I'm going to back out of this because this is a loaded fucking topic to even get into. You know, what happened that day was some pretty weird, shady things. You know, people unfortunately fucking died through it, but I'm not going to look too more into this. Of course, this guy's got like 37 followers, which means, like, is this fucking, like, does this shit just get buried sometimes, I wonder? Yeah, here you go, Dancing Israelis right here. 5 dancing Israelis arrested on 9/11. Dancing Israelis are urban movers planning explosives at the WTC. These guys, all Mossad agents, were caught filming 9/11 events, celebrating and high-fiving while the WTC towers were burning and people in death, agony, were jumping towards their death. Now, I'm going to mention one thing, too. Say these guys were in, like, the Israeli intelligence firms. Who the fuck records themselves celebrating after the mission is done and then allows that shit to get leaked? I'm pretty sure if the Mossad was behind it, these motherfuckers should all have been put into a firing squad and, like, shot one by one, dude, because they fucked up bad. But, I know, we're entering into a loaded question territory, of course. Was I expecting conspiracies of this accord today? No, actually. Because usually when I go into conspiracies over here, they're not as in-depth. But here, they ain't fucking around, dude. These motherfuckers ain't dicking around with us. These conspiracies, they mean business. Let's get out of this and hopefully get to something where I won't be fucking disappearing to anytime soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have autonomous killer robots almost here. Third revolution in warfare after gunpowder. Nuclear! Oh boy! Alright, this is apparently the shit hit the fan plan Alright, so you ever wonder what happens when the world goes to shit, ladies and gentlemen? Don't worry. Shit hit the fan, plan's got the plan. Alright, let's read about this, okay? So apparently what we got over here is autonomous killer robots almost here. The warnings have been sounded for decades. It won't be long now. All the parts and systems to create lethal machines with a mind of their own, deciding who and when to kill without human oversight, are conceptually already developed. It is just a matter of time. And by all accounts, that time is short. At least since 1991's Terminator. Oh my god. Look, man, whenever fucking anybody mentions like Hollywood and shit, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'll be serious. I die a little inside. Die a little inside here too. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The public has known, through Hollywood anyways, of the dangers posed to humanity by artificial intelligence, robotics, and the computer revolution. But today they are more real than ever. Researchers are issuing a red alert as the industry stands at the cusp of developing lethal autonomous weapon systems, laws. This is such a fucking fan fiction shit moment of fucking get out of here. An acronym for machines with a mind of their own, capable of cutting humans out of the loop and determining who is a threat, who to target, and when to kill. Nature reports. Yeah, Mother Nature definitely fucking reported on this bitch, didn't she? Technologies have reached a point in which the deployment of such systems is practically, if not legally, feasible within years, not decades. The stakes are high. Laws have been described as a third revolution in warfare, after gunpowder and nuclear arms. I've never fucking heard that, dude. Existing AI and robotic components can provide physical platforms, perception, motor control, navigation, mapping, tactical decision-making, and long-term planning. They just need to be combined. For example, the technology already demonstrated for self-driving cars, together with the human-like tactical control learned by DeepMind's DQN system, could support urban search and destroy missions. The U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, programs foreshadow planned uses of laws, fast lightweight autonomy, FLA, and collaborative operations in denied environment, code. The FLA project will program tiny robot craft to maneuver unaided at high speeds in urban areas and inside buildings. Code aims to help develop teams of autonomous aerial vehicles carrying out all steps of a strike mission: find, fix, track, target, engage, assess, in situations in which enemy jamming signals make communication with a human commander impossible. See, like, that's the kind of shit that I do envision is a reality already for the military, to be honest. Have you ever seen some of the fucking conceptual shit for military planning and stuff? Like, they have, like, the military, as far as I know, like, defense contractors, they have, like, look it up. They have, like, conferences, symposiums, like, all over the world every fucking year where they cover shit like this, like future killing machines to an extent. So for the military to have this, I wouldn't be surprised. Is it as fucking scary as they're making it out to be? Yeah, to an extent, it could be. I mean, these things are designed to kill and like track and assess and do all that kind of crazy shit. So, hey man, that kind of stuff already exists. But the way this dude is putting at it, referencing it with Terminator 2, come on, man. Arnold's not gonna tell me to go to a chopper, dude. He's gonna fucking rip my head off already. Join the most anticipated RPG. We're entering that level of shit, right? But here they got Flee the Sanctuary City. That's going to be interesting. I love how the advertisements here are already, like, I feel like they're fucking, what is it? Like, they're parody clickbait ads. We'll cover them in a second. This could come in the form of drones, walking, running, jumping, climbing robots, nanobots, swarming smart dust, or just computers swarming smart dust. Oh, like nanomachines and shit, like the end of the day things where they're like the nanomachines, like they're gonna be programmed to like change human matter, and they're just gonna fly through. We're gonna have a cloud come through, and we're gonna melt in front of them. It's gonna be fucked up. But or just computer systems and apps. The implications for war and plenty of other sectors of society, including medical care, are obviously quite frightening. Terminator care death panels would very likely outstrip Obamacare. The fuck is this, dude? I'm entering a weird world, dude. Laws could violate fundamental principles of human dignity by allowing machines to choose whom to kill. For example, they might be tasked to eliminate anyone exhibiting threatening behavior. Dude, it's almost like that, it's really fucked up, dude. It's like Minority Report, man. Like, fuck me. The potential for laws, technologies to bleed over into peacetime policing functions is evident to human rights organizations and drone manufacturers. If the technology possesses such a threat to humanity, why are so many in the industry racing to the finish? Frankly, there is very little holding them back. There's an easy answer to that. Money. Money is the money. Dollars. Rubles. Dineros. pounds, euros. That's what's running it. All right, money. Let's be honest here. Shit hits the fan plan. All right, let's fucking. There's no conspiracy. We got to get some money. You know what I mean? They got to get paid. All right, if you go around over here, after that, you get advertisements for checking out the world's most advanced tactical gas mask. It's been shared a couple times, so obviously, you know, it's linking us to the clear side. We carry fish antibiotics, world's most concealable rifle threat body armor, revealed ex-military shocking secret about the food crisis? What the fuck is this, dude? Emergency handwell pump. Prepper food. See, you can tell what they're like targeting to. They're targeting to the people that create like those. Like, you ever seen like Doomsday? If my camera would stop recording, you ever see like fucking Doomsday preppers and shit like that? Yeah, Doomsday preppers. We're on like that stuff. Like, this is like Doomsday prepper level shit. You know what I mean? Where they like prep the fuck out of stuff, and they'll get themselves ready for when the nukes hit. You know what I mean? Like they'll always think that the world will come to an end the next day or whatever, and like generally if that ends up being the case, these motherfuckers will all be set because they got food, they got weapons, they got everything stocked up for when the end of the world really comes. Me, I'm a different kind of individual. If the world ends, I'd rather end along with it, dude. I mean, everything you really would know is probably gone and shit, and you know, without being too depressing. We probably head somewhere else. But goddamn, dude, they have like the whole comments over here, people talking about ISIS. Rebel, we've been... Oh, dude, you are entering some fucking great life right now. Because you can't negotiate with crazy. Be smart. Click to prepare. You can't negotiate with crazy. But you got a dude with gas masks and like AK and like ready to... Come on now. I mean, what are we getting into, dude? But then they've got off-grid energy, 30-year battery, made in the USA, Iron Edison. So yeah, this is like basically a place. If you ever fucking were really scared of the world ending, that's all you really can do, man. They have your answer right over here. Shit hits the fan. Why gold and silver? I can't really seem to fucking load these pages. I think something's wrong with my VM. I probably got to go fix it in any case. But regardless, like, the site proves itself to basically be... As evident as I could really tell you, like, this is some doomsday prepping shit. Like, it's beyond conspiracy at that point. This is the world fucking ending, motherfucker. I'm gonna back out of this. We're gonna go hit up something else, you know, something where the world hopefully doesn't fucking end. You know, maybe I might find another weed shop. Definitely could use some marijuanos to calm the fuck down. But hey, I don't get to pick that, do I? What the fuck is this? The Light Forces Front? Alright, Starship Earth, the big picture. Alright, we're entering some Galactic Federation shit, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Cobra Fascinating. Vacuum Metastability Event. That was recently fucking posted, by the way, too. Cleaning of the Chimera group continues. The Light Forces have completed certain operations and are now intensively dissolving the head of the Yaldabaoth entity? What the fuck? The head is positioned with the plasma anomaly accretion vortex close to the surface of planet Earth, with its outer edge about 3 Earth radii from the planetary center, as it's described here in detail. 2012 portal? Oh, dude, don't even bring that fucking mind shit back, motherfucker. Mainstream science has discovered the outer edge a few years ago. Van Allen probe spots impenetrable barriers in space. How NASA has openly admitted that man-made low-frequency radio waves are forming the outer edge, efficiently creating the outmost barrier of the veil. If you change VLF transmitters for submarine communication in the above article to ELF transmitters of the HARP and similar programs, you will get a clear picture of how the outermost barrier of the veil is generated. Anomalous plasma filaments of the Yaldabaoth head together with toplet bombs are coupled with the black stone, a top quark anti-quark condensate. Black stone is a big hadron made of top anti-top quarks that were created by the Chimera millions of years ago in huge particle accelerators, Dyson rings, and were able to produce temperatures above the critical temps of 2 trillion Kelvin needed for black stone creation. Don't fucking look at me like I know what they're talking about, dude. I'm just as confused as every single man. I'm actually legit a little bit fucking scared right now. Alright? 7 million years, the black stone was located on a planet orbiting Rigel star system, which was the center of the cosmic anomaly during the time. and was then brought to Earth from Rigel through the Taurus cloud plasma filament in 1996. It is now located in the Chimera underground facility near RHIC Collider on Long Island. Man, I love how all this shit is just in America. Like, no other country fucking has dibs on this shit, too. If you look onto the left over here, you can tell this is like the, if you ever want it to be on a watch list, click every single one of these in rapid succession. You'll be on there real quick, watch. Oh, Amazon wishlist items, oh. I bet. Bitcoin donations. Ooh boy. Alright, let's go into this. Going down. Interaction of anomalous plasma with a black stone creates a huge negative plasma vortex about 500 miles in diameter with its center on Long Island. Again, it's always in America this shit happens, dude. Only in fucking America, dude. The vortex is the purification station for remaining primary anomaly on the surface of the planet. Top members of the Cabal and many members of the Chimera are... Who the fuck are the Chimera and the Cabal? What is this, Destiny? Are using the anomaly of this vortex as a shield against the light, and this is why the light and darkness, dude. This guy's literally Destiny. And why the East Coast is a higher concentration of the Cabal on the planet. Positioning Sintamani stones in the flower of life pattern inside this vortex will serve as a vectoring grid for the energies of Sirius and will accelerate the transmutation of this anomaly. It is also beneficial to the flood, the vortex with the violet flame. It is interesting to note that there are Atlantean underwater pyramids built by the Pleiadians located not far away from Long Island. The pyramids serve as the positive anchor point that counteracts the negative effects of the Long Island plasma vortex. The light forces are now working directly to disable the black stone and remove the remaining toplet bombs, and the progress is going according to the plan. The removal of the black stone will tip the cosmic equilibrium, and the current stable state of false vacuum will cease to exist. False vacuum we are currently experiencing is a metastable sector of the universe where the interaction between the source and the primary anomaly creates conditions that are pro-entropy and anti-life, and are the underlying reason why quarantine Earth status and the existence of evil is even possible. Removal of the black stone will create the vacuum metastability event that will allow the penetration of bubble nucleation front across the veil boundary towards the surface of the planet, and will effectively trigger the event. The event is a moment of instating true quantum vacuum conditions inside the veil, and thus the removal of the part of the primary anomaly that is directly responsible for the existence of evil. The underlying force that was allowing the existence of the Cabal and suffering will cease to exist. Meanwhile, Operation Prison Break... Okay, stop. Alright? This is where we stop. This is where it's time to just process what I witnessed, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is about Starship Earth, man. Become a member of Nature's Gym? Motherfucker, you want me to pay you to work out in the goddamn woods? Get out of here. So apparently, this is the Light Force's front. I would like to tell you that this is some fiction, alright? But people really believe in the Light Force's front in Operation Prison Break, ELF Waves, HAARP, Cobra, Atlantean Pyramids. Just look at the fucking tags. Atlantean Pyramids, Chimera Group, Tintamani Stones, Cobra, Compression Breakthrough, Dark Cabal, Disclosure, Earth, ELF Waves, HAARP, Long Island, NASA, Operation Prison Break. If we go... You go down, you have fucking Yoda right now, dude? What are we doing with our lives? May 25th, Portal Meditation. We've been asked for this meditation, Quarantine Zone, and then we just keep on going down. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to joke around with you, but this website is kind of located... It's basically designed to talk about, like, Starship Earth and the big picture, what's happening on our planet. And it's not just got aliens. It's also got this ninth circle shit that we looked at, like, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago. Ladies and gentlemen, they cover everything, all right? It's not just conspiracy, it's not just anything. They even have shit on Canadian Arctic climate change, trafficking in Hollywood, the Pizzagate victim tells all. I have never even checked into Pizzagate. That might be an interesting video right there. But here they got covered that ninth circle stuff again. So if you don't remember what ninth circle was, remember when we talked about those people that were basically, they had this giant child trafficking, child exploitation cult that was running from the Catholic Church to various businessmen, and even it was running in like major countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, places like that, where you had rich people doing this kind of depraved shit, and that was basically the reality of the given situation. So I'm not going to read too much into it because we obviously know what the ninth circle is at this point, and I don't think these people are really credible to know what the ninth circle is. But they do talk a lot about it. Like, this doesn't fucking end. It's got like 6 people that like this stuff, like 20, 30 people. But holy shit, whatever expose they're sending, they're going in hard because this site constantly updates, dude. So, Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Starship Earth. We learned about the Dark Cabal, Chimera forces, things like that. Do I personally believe in it? Fuck no. But hey, I'm also a fucking idiot. So maybe the Dark Cabal could exist, and maybe we might be all sent into the vortex. Or maybe it's just too fucking early in the morning. Let me know what you think. Let's go to something else. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of the Dank Web. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. This has been episode number 105. We've seen a lot of conspiracy-laden stuff today. Shit really did hit the fan at one point, and it seems like we read the conspiracies of all conspiracies. I love it when we get into it, and I think that's thematically what the whole episode really could be. We had a nice org that was re-uploaded, and one that I was sent to before even making this video, which is why it really ringed to me entirely. Let me know what you thought about that one entirely. This video's been very thematic in a way. I did like it. You know, we got some references, that ninth circle stuff again, which I do want to see more of. But so far, to this point, I'm just finding relatively similar information. So I'll probably cover it more when we get some more interesting, unique information when it comes to that kind of stuff. But as always, let me know what you think about this episode, what we can add to the series, what we can change, what we can do to make it better. This is me, Mudahar. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.